from the eastern region, a woman I know was also in war. And sometimes, if it doesn't get close to you, you think that's far away from you. Yeah. To the fact that our ministry, through our agencies, have engaged them, informed them about the situation, up north there, and the advice that they must be careful if they want to have any business with the Burkina Bay.
The people on the NPP side have also said that with the Interior Ministry, your role or your duty ends at the Paga border. This is not the job of an Interior Minister. We need a substantive defense minister to be handling issues of this nature. One of the victims, Brightisian, left 2 children and then his wife and then his mother. Yesterday, I spoke to the family. I visited their family house and they are seriously devastated. They've said that all attempts to reach people within government has failed.
My brother, I mean, sometimes people act out of emotion. Our condolences and the story about what has happened is unfortunate. It shouldn't happen. It has happened already. We can only say we are sorry. In my tradition, you show love to those who are in deep trouble.
Yeah.
If you go to 37 hospital, I have a lot of patients that I'm supporting from the constituency.
Wow.
Oldies, whatever, young and old. Unfortunately, recently I paid almost about 90,000 for one person surgery. Unfortunately, we lost the guy. But
I know you're a good dancer.
Yeah.
I saw you dancing. Are they all white party?
Yeah.
So apart from dancing, what do you do when you're not doing serious politics?
Yeah, I love music. I can sing.
Wow.
In fact, I went to Saito.
Give us an acapella. Once we know you can sing.
Oh my goodness.
Once we know you can sing, you need an acapella for us then.
Oh God, now help me take this man. But for the strict, my father was a teacher, my mother was also a teacher.
Yeah.
And they would always want to, those days, music and football was something that they would not encourage at all. Otherwise, maybe I would have been Shakawale or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome to the Constituencies on GhPage Media. And then we've been engaging you over the previous episodes with different members of parliament and then figures who make the news in the political space right here in Ghana. Today, the doors of the Member of Parliament for the good people of Lower Manya Kroba has been opened to us. He's also the Deputy Interior Minister and the former Deputy Eastern Regional Minister. I'm talking about none other than Honorable Ebenezer Oklete Telabi. Honorable, thank you and welcome to my show.
Thank you very much.
Honorable, how are you doing?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, people look at you from afar and they think you're a hard man to approach.
Well, you see, but to say that facial expressions are sometimes very deceptive.
Yeah.
You need to get close to
the person
to know. Sometimes people are surprised to see me in such mood.
Yeah.
But that is me. Yeah. I love to play hard. I work hard, I play hard. Yeah.
Oh, let's quickly zoom into the conversation. One thing that has been on the minds and mouths of Ghanaians lately is the fact that some Ghanaians going to find something to bring home died and the line of duty. And Burkina Faso have spoken and engaged with the former defense minister who has said that you can attribute it to intelligence failure because Ghana pulled out of the Accra initiative. The opposition and PP have said a whole lot of things. What's your personal take on the tragedy that befell Ghanaians in Burkina Faso?
Well, thank you very much. And let me say that that incident very, very unfortunate. And I must advise Ghanaians that when it comes to issues like this, no matter where we find ourselves, let us think about Ghana and the people who have been involved in such an incident. I must take the opportunity to, extend my condolences to the families. But the whole thing cut across. From the eastern region, a woman I know was also in war. And sometimes, if it doesn't get close to you, you think that's far away from you. Yeah. But anything can happen to anybody. But let me say that the government of Ghana has not relented at all on its duty of protecting our people. And I must assure Ghanaians that, government is on top of what is happening. And yesterday, I watched some clips where some of the women confessed, to the fact that our ministry, through our agencies, have engaged them, informed them about the situation, up north there, and the advice that they must be careful if they want to have any business with the Burkina Bay. Unfortunately, some of them decided against, the advice and went to Burkina.
Yeah.
The fact that this has happened doesn't mean that we'll just leave them.
Yeah.
No matter what, they are our people, they are Ghanaians.
Exactly so.
And therefore, we must sympathize with them. The politics must be put aside. Yeah. Because what is happening in the Stop region, yesterday, I listened to my colleague, and I felt that some of the statements that were made were very unfortunate. And I don't know whether the statements that come out of Parliament are very, very weighty.
Exactly so.
And you don't just go out there and say things without facts. And the fact is that we know that these countries, Mali, Guinea, and Burkina, pulled out of West Africa, ECOWAS. But then it has taken the similar effort of His Excellency the President to try and engage. And I'll tell you for a fact that today in Africa and West Africa, everybody, if there's anything, everybody, they want to seek audience with His Excellency the President because of his posture and the way he goes about issues in the Stop region. And to say that it is because the reason we pulled out of
Dakar
initiative, that's the reason. That far from that. This very government has a rep in charge of the Sahel region.
Yeah.
Abza kwesi AI say me mon kaye. Menia da bia meka enya every time bia na da bia na envelope show moto ma den as me pa adwuma o na wonim ta wonu bia o adwuma bia wonte say adwuma bi o ba bia e stressful. We in an artificial intelligence era. Let it reflect. Stop using AI to say Google no that be mama nkyere wade. Wo de open adwuma. The assignment is simple. Dial a number no and I WhatsApp this particular number with just your voice and you bring your juma sisi ya dial a kwesi AI WhatsApp no catch a kwesi AI say me pa juma we na me ye ma juma no enu nie eti kwesi me wunya match ambacho for me wo susu ye juma ye na wo susu wo penipa no. It is quite simple. And one is over dial +1 201 979 050148. And that basis will be on +1 201 979 0148. What's up here? And that's all fair. Now, once also, we do Juma Corona and any part of Peno Abeguono. I was as soon as we job, we say the buyer was any linking the two of you. Now, quickly, must start say, hey, come. So let's match job work seekers with employers. AI. With just your voice, you can find job. With just WhatsApp, you can find job. You're free Kwesi AI. Open your contact here info@kwesi.org.
It means that we still recognize them as our compatriots, and therefore we still continue to deal with them. I represented Ghana in Senegal, on a lot of programs where we supported the Sahel, group seriously. We supported them, and in fact, I remember after the meeting, they even came to myself and the Deputy Minister for Attorney General. They came to us to thank us because all other, all the rest of the countries were a little bit antagonistic, but we showed them, the love that any, compatriot would want to wish his or their compatriot.
Yeah,
we did that, and therefore to say that is the reason why they attacked our people is an understatement. It is unfortunate, and we must not countenance that. It must not happen again. I thought that even speaker even allowing the debate, to a certain extent, I thought
could have been controlled a little
yeah,
bit
we should
because of the
have curtailed
statement.
it. We could have
Yes,
curtailed it
looking
at
at
the
the
point.
sensitive nature
Yes,
of
yes,
what
could have
happened.
curtailed it because the diplomatic implications are huge.
Yeah.
And could have curtailed it, but Parliament is for debate, so we cannot. I can't say much, but to raise my concern as somebody who is deep into these issues.
No, and the people on the NPP side have also said that with the Interior Ministry, your role or your duty ends at the Paga border. This is not the job of an Interior Minister. We need a substantive Defense Minister to be handling issues of this nature.
You see, this is not the first time we have had, somebody, a minister acting in the stead of the substantive minister.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, if you work in the security, architecture, the presence or absence of the substantive minister is neither here nor there. The people on the ground, those who are in charge of the intelligence and everything, are still working. They brief the president every day on whatever is happening. So that is not an issue at all. It is not. It is not. The president has also come out to say when and how he's going to handle the situation. So I don't think that is an issue for them to belabor at all. No.
Also, have you met with some of the families? Because I've engaged some of the families.
The president himself, the first gentleman, went to 37 to see them. And the president, he's down to earth. He would want to do everything to at least console, the affected party. And he did the first step. He came back from Ethiopia, and right from that visit, he went to see them at the hospital. It shows how concerned he is, about what has happened.
One of the victims, Brightisian, left 2 children and then his wife and then his mother. Yesterday, I spoke to the family. I visited their family house and they are seriously devastated. They've said that all attempts to reach people within government has failed.
My brother, sometimes people act out of emotion. You saw the president, and I'm sure that every effort will be made and is being made to reach out to these families.
Now we'll give them that assurance.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that from the step that the president or the move that he made, going to the extent, of going to the hospital to go and see the victim, means that he's so concerned, and they will do everything to reach out to the family and do the needful. So they should be rest assured. We want to condole with them. Our condolences, and sorry about what has happened. It's unfortunate. It shouldn't happen. It has happened already. We can only say we are sorry, not because we are taking any blame, but it's an unfortunate situation. Let them also feel that they have people behind them. The government is ready to do that.
All right. Let's digress a bit. Let's talk about Lower Manya Krobo.
Thank you.
During your all-white party, you gave out several motorbikes. You are doing so much for your constituents. What should your constituents look out to? What kind of developmental projects are they to experience or witness, especially when you are deputy minister and your government is in office?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think that this is my 4th term as a member of parliament. My first term, 2012, 2016, and I've been in opposition for 8 years. But even during opposition, era, I never reneged on my duty as a member of parliament to get the needed support for my constituency. 2012, 2016, I succeeded in getting some roads constructed, some schools built, and I extended individual support to, my people. I've been involved in a lot of programs for the youth, apprenticeship training, for various categories of jobs, which I continue to do. To the extent that I even tried to establish an aluminium fabrication, factory in the constituency. In fact, I started, but when the exchange rate and whatever, we were unable to break even. And 8 years of very hostile government, we had problems, getting our things through. So we had to halt. But the good thing is that the infrastructure is still there. I have equipment worth over $200,000 there, and I'm working tirelessly to get the factory revamped. When you go there, I'm doing renovation to get the factory back on its feet, and it's going to employ a minimum of about 20 people. We have those who will be operating the machines. We produce a roofing sheet. We produce cooking utensils, and for the cooking utensils, that section alone can employ directly about 10 people. And then with the roofing, we have about 3-4, machines that are operated by individuals. And then those, factory hands and whatever. So I can also put that up to about 20, which we started, years back. But unfortunately, as I said, with the fluctuations in the exchange rate, we could not break even. We had to put a halt on it. Now, when I don't know whether you listen to my speech, Lower Manya, let me put it as a peri-urban area. We have a very large rural community, and who are peasant farmers, and the terrain, if you know how the Krobos live, we have the Huza system where the roads are so bad because everybody wants to live on his farm. So, footpath, and because of the advancement in the way we live, people are forced to go there with vehicles. So they have become, when you go to where the timber area, we call them the timber roads. We have similar ones, in my constituency. So to help the farmers, in fact, I designed. We have these tricycles. But then those tricycles are not too suitable for that area. So in collaboration with some friends, we designed a quattro, four tie kind of suitable for the place, which 3 was delivered just before we did the program. And I sent it there, to see if it will be suitable. And the results are that it's perfect. I took delivery of extra 15 of them. 15 of them that I'm going to distribute it to the farmers. Essentially, what I want to do with that is to help in evacuating their goods from the hinterland. Because, normal vehicles cannot go to those places, transport to those places. So at least to ease, the pressure on them. In addition to that, I am going to set up a workshop, for maintenance of those vehicles. And it's also going to serve as a training center. My next move is that I have also been, supporting, the apprenticeship programs, where I give sewing machines and whatever to hairdressing, dryers, and what you give it to individuals and things. In fact, a lot of the time you cannot trace these things. How sometimes they end up abandoning the job and then going to sell the equipment that you give them and things like that. I'm acquiring almost 100 industrial machines.
100 industrial machines.
Yes, I'm acquiring about 100 of them, and then I'm going to rent the place. Where I'm getting is about 2-3 times this place, and I'm going to assembling all of them there, knitting machines, ironing boards and everything ready, to be used. What I'm going to do is that I am going to employ master craftsmen. And what they will do is that they will be using the place for free, but I will give them apprentices that they are going to train. If they have any job, they can use the machine. They are going to charge the people
But then they have to train the apprentices.
You have to train the apprentices for free.
Yeah.
And that is, my program for this Easter. There are a lot of things that I'm doing.
3P garlic mixture. 3P garlic mixture. Abuja yare yawo. You can't. Blood pressure one sama ye kan no. Abuja my blood pressure enkofa eye stroke mrew. Emane mfa nkonkofa eye cardiac arrest mrew. Emane mfa nkonkofa wotana me na etitriti dabi. Sugar no so yade a mo taking for granted. Yes, mum pay attention to it. Mum pay attention to sugar no so very well. Abuja o na say when monyo ase wo nyare so ase wo mfa wo immune system ni timi weak eto da na aye o sa wo honum na sa nyima nyina wo konfichira wo te yawa 3P Galimish FDA approved a work for the dia bedwa so bowra any herbal shop na kwaje wo de wo akra kwakins work ba abu ho kofsame ba bi ho kofodia Gapsin pharmacy no hina na heba e bi ho sase na kumase o da heba na kolina heba ho ye wo abetsam heba your numbers na se opedudu to abefre 0248 9288 24 and 0201 000021.
Individuals I pay their school fees. I have a scholarship program that I pay fees. And a lot of the time people ignorantly criticize me when I attend funerals and I make donations and I support the families. You see, my brother, life is about you coming onto this earth and going.
Yeah.
There are two things. Either you are born today or you die today.
Yeah.
And for the two, if your wife is pregnant, you know that at least in 9 months,
She's going to
you're going to deliver, so you prepare.
Yeah.
But as we sit here, our friends who died in Burkina Faso, I'm sure they have huge plans.
No one can prepare for that.
No one can prepare for that. So in my tradition, you show love to those who are in deep trouble.
Yeah.
And you know the expenses that come with funerals and things in this country of ours. We cannot do away with it. It's part of our culture.
Yeah.
So one thing that I do is that when my people are in such, situation, I'm always around to support them. And people have criticized, but I'm not going to cease doing that. I'm not going to cease doing that. I'm going to go support them. I'm not praying that they should be losing their families and friends. But when it happens, Tel Aviv is always there to support them. And I think that the people appreciate, me in that way. Because it's not only that I do. I mean, if you go to 37 hospital, I have a lot of patients that I'm supporting from the constituency.
Wow.
Oldies, whatever, young and old. Unfortunately, recently I paid almost about 90,000 for one person surgery. Unfortunately, we lost the guy. But I mean, I do it wholeheartedly because I think it is my duty as a leader to support my people anytime they find themselves in any situation that is uncomfortable. And I'll continue to do that.
All right, well, listening to you now, I'm feeling a bit emotional, and I know people watching will definitely share the same sentiment as well. Let's move to emotions. I know you're a good dancer. I saw you dancing at the All White Party. Apart from dancing, what do you do when you're not doing serious politics?
Yeah, I love music. I can sing.
Wow.
In fact, I went to Saito.
Okay.
I went to an early school in Odumasi Krobo.
Okay.
I went to middle school before going to secondary school. And I was part of the school choir from primary to the middle school. Unfortunately, when I went to secondary school, I did not, participate too much in the school choir because I was a day student. And I wasn't, always around the school. I would go and then come back and things like that. But I love singing. I remember recently I was in a meeting. I was working with the current Director General, prison service.
Okay.
And she noticed, he said, hey, you like singing and you have a good voice. And I said, yes. In fact, but for the strict, my father was a teacher. My mother was also a teacher.
Yeah.
And they would always want to, those days, music and football was something that they would not encourage at all.
Otherwise, maybe I would have been Shakawale or something. Unfortunately, I love singing. I love singing.
I went to Presbyterian the middle school, so the Presby hymns and whatever were compulsory. So I sing, and you know what they will call other music to you know I can sing and dance to.
Right. Roll up and give us an acapella. Once we know you can sing.
Oh my goodness.
Once we know you can sing, you know acapella for us then.
Yes,
wrap up.
Oh God, now help these days pass.
I hope for years to come. A shelter from the stormy ground and our eternal. Ladies and gentlemen, God has been our eternal hope. And then I've been talking to Honorable Ebenezer Oklete-Telabi. He says that he's always there for as constituents, regardless of the criticisms. There's going to be the man for them, is the man on the grounds. And then they said quite a lot of things. I'm having goosebumps all over me because I didn't know this humanitarian side of him. And seriously, I'm impressed. So you watch and keep your comments coming. Honorable says that his doors are always open. Just send a message, send a text or something, and you'll be able to get to talk to Honorable as Honorable. We are delighted. It's a privilege to so a big man like you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the other curtains on this episode of the Constituency. I've been talking to the Member of Parliament for the good people of the Lower Manya Krobo Constituency and also the Deputy Minister for Interior, Honorable Ebenezer Oklete-Telabi. Honorable, thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
So, Mrs. Yana coming out to net to trim began 3P, Garlic Missano, Abuamipa. That's a miracle. We were doing just a full prayers and you see Jimmy and Casami is success, me, and is because the BB Shemi Subino. Noma, me be pinate community prime is very destiny. I don't know that the young body, I be on to my Yazam Kitoa and with a metro catch on a Mayfan Shaman.
Mediabe, for 3 years in Anna, as an Indinawa, the name was Finas and Maqua, with the Amako, the almost so much may do. I bet 6 years in you, Emma, the Majesty and the Medina. Saya and Nkumi Preko. And then 4 days, and I'm a coto, 3 guys in the stand. So I'm a cousin and coupon when I'm there, and they have no castle. No one told me, but you want to catch it.
3P garlic mystery. Ubenyabi wa memu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops. Fred Piwak ewa 024-89-288-24 and 020-100-002.